Man, it's fucking cold here. Oh, wait. Let it get connected. Man, it is freaking cold here. It is around, I believe it's the same time as in America, just 12 hours difference. I don't know if it's right around 6:30 in the morning. But it started yesterday. I get up, I'm up early in the morning, and besides this time I slept in a little bit. I was up last night watching a movie. It's freaking cold out there. Holy shit, man, it's got to be 60 something. I'm sure it's going to say it's only like 72 or something, but no, with that breeze, I wish I would have brought a jacket. But like I said, my previous country, the Philippines, I didn't need no jacket. Long pants. Shit, I just used to walk around in the smallest pair of shorts and no shirt if I could because of the humidity. But man, it's flipping cold. Wish I got to buy some bigger cups to hold my coffee. But anyways, I watched a really good movie last night. That's the only thing. Today I was going to talk a little bit about, it's nice owning an apartment. So you have a place, especially a place like this. It's cheap. You can put all your stuff. You start to feel comfortable, but I'm not investing a lot. I bought a small refrigerator. I wish I would have had a TV. Now, do they have furnished places here? I'm sure the lady could hook you up. I just didn't ask at the time, and I only got a few more weeks here. I'll be leaving, heading over to Siem Reap, and I think it's called Angkor Wat. I'm gonna hit those couple areas, and then from there, I got two countries. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to Laos. I'll go to Laos, and then I'll come back. Just from the weather right now, I don't know if I want to go back to Michigan and work the winters. Like I said, I worked many winters, never had a problem. But I've been having a problem with my hands. I can't complain. Cambodia so far, like I said, I've only been in the two areas, Phnom Penh, and I've only seen a little bit of Phnom Penh. And it was good. And there's bigger areas of Phnom Penh. Maybe on my way out, because I believe I'll be flying out of Phnom Penh. I'll go from Siem Reap to Phnom Penh, because there's another end of Phnom Penh I want to see. But here this is a smaller, up and growing town. Like I say, we just finally got a grocery store, a Starbucks. I'm really getting to know the people, and it's a nice place. It's actually a real nice place. I'm still just getting over this cold. But like I said, it's flipping cold outside. I only brought 2 long sleeve shirts. I got a video coming out like yesterday, 2:00 in the afternoon. I was wearing a long sleeve shirt right around 2:00. I wasn't shivering, but right now, if I open up this door, it's flipping cold. And I mean cold. But yeah, I did a live stream yesterday with a buddy that I had met through, when I had started this channel. We've been talking for a long, long time. And like I said, you got to give him time to get more videos out. He's been going to the Philippines for 10 years, been living there straight now for 4, built a house there, and he's waiting on the right moment so he can get him, his wife, and his daughter out of that country. All right, I'll start reading some of the videos. I don't know if any of you guys watched Regular Guy yesterday, went live. Man, he had me cracking up, man. He had a good live stream there. Sitting there in the Philippines. I like how he Some of the bloggers now are being real, and he's always been pretty real. And he had me going on the trikes. The trike guys, I don't got that problem over here. We got tuk-tuks, and they don't bother you. Not like over in Asia. All right, let me start reading some of these comments. I'm the deputy sheriff there in northern Michigan. I can't wait to retire to spend my winters over there where there is no freezing temps. Tom Foolery. Dude, the name sounds good. Hey, I used to train with Chris Swanson, the undersheriff, Genesee County, and many cops. We used to train over, it was a club called Flint Barbell Club. They eventually shut down, but my buddy John reopened another gym. The other guy's got Vinny's got a place called The Gym, but I train with I got a lot of buddies that are police officers. And like I said, a lot. Yeah, I can't wait till you can retire too. Come to Cambodia, I'm telling you. Sick grandpa's quitting. Yeah, I don't care. Sick grandpa. That's the only thing he ever got right was his name, Sick Grandpa. You know, you go after, and I know a lot of it's comedy, get views. But when I seen that video when he slapped somebody from behind 3 years ago, especially an old man, and then yeah, I'm done. Like I said, I'm done talking about that guy. What's he gonna do? Out of shape. There ain't nothing he can do to me. Don't care about what the haters. Yeah, you guys got to remember, you always have haters. Go to some of the bigger channels. Even like that pro-life traveler who's making big money. He's got lots and lots of haters. Lots. But he doesn't answer. He doesn't respond to any of his comments. Frank is taking you apart. I don't know who Frank is. I need to hit back. Ricky Drama was pissed at me. Good. Like I said, what's he going to do? You know, he likes to piss off other people. What's he going to do? The guy's all talk. Like I said, the loudest guy in the room. What's he going to do? Going to try to sue me? That's the type of guy he is because he's on disability. What are you going to beat me up? You can't beat me up. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's that ain't fucking happening. And especially you could jump me from behind. You try to pull that kind of shit, that'd be hilarious. You're not gonna. That guy will not harm me. I'm not even worried. There's no fucking worries. That guy. Well, broke Jim. First of all, I'm not broke, and right now, if you watch my videos, I have no interest in Thailand right away. I like Cambodia. I want to go to Laos. I have buddies that are in Thailand that own gyms, good, successful training gyms. You know, Muay Thai, boxing. Afraid to enter Thailand because parts of Thailand are a shithole. You know, why doesn't Ricky come to Cambodia? I forgot. He called it Scambodia. But first of all, you're not going to get me going on this sick grandpa. Did you guys watch the video? You see how he fights? He just slaps a guy? Come on. Come up with something better. Sick grandpa. Or how about like, hey, Jim, why are you afraid to enter the Philippines? Because Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao would kick my fucking ass. Fucking sick grandpa. Oh my God, you need to come up, X Chan, whatever the frick your name is. And nobody gives a fuck about Ricky Drama. What's that fat mess gonna do? I bet the fat mess can't even beat up you. A key blog, what do you call it? A key blog warrior? Ricky. And by the way, a piece of shit like that. Oh, Shantu's at work. I got some video, my next video coming out. I probably got about 6 minutes on her. I actually overslept this morning. Sorry, I got to have my 5 or 10 cups of coffee. I was up, I woke up in the middle of the night and I watched a movie on my phone. That's the only thing I regret here is I wish I have a TV. Maybe I'll pick one up. But yeah, she leaves. She's on Chantu's on 10 hours a day, 6 days a week right now. Actually, I think she might have to work 7 this week. And that's how a lot of the factories are. I think I got bit by a mosquito. Nice top hat. Yeah, I think it was like $3. Ace Bachelor, cool. I don't really watch him. He's in, I'm not interested in Angela City. Have I seen some of his stuff? Yeah, a long time ago, but I'm not, like I said, the topic's got to be interesting. Like with Ace, he's over there in Angela City. Maybe there's some parts that are good, but it's just all Hookerville to me. Chaotic, the trikes running, the people, no one has balls to face me. Hey, thanks, Colin, Walking King of Bear. Jim ain't broke. No, I'm not broke. Why would I, I'm 54 years old. I can still work. But of course, that sick grandpa says I'm on disability. Yeah, on disability on YouTube doing pull-ups and push-ups and, I got videos, short videos. I'm out there working as I'm a carpenter. Hey, Papa Jim. Yeah, it is funny when she says that. But, the hardest thing, I'll give anybody credit, especially a lot of the guys that I know a lot of guys that work till they're 65, 70 years old. They're just so used to working. And in the carpentry industry, or maybe it's your electrician or a plumber, they're just not doing as much of the physical work, but it still is physical. Like this older guy I know, he's still out there. Sometimes he's building a little dormer, but when we need the crane, he's in the crane, using the crane so he can sit down. He's on the machine, loading, bringing stuff. Is filling that void right now. You can only do so much. You can only go to the beach so much. Like today, I am gonna just take off in a new direction and just start heading down the road. And I'm gonna walk. I'm not gonna rent the scooter today. I'm just gonna go on a long, long walk. Maybe try to sweat this. My cold's almost gone. And just walk. Maybe it's an hour and a half, 2 hours one way. And then, or 2.5 hours one way, and then if something happens, I get tired, I can take a tuk-tuk back, or I walk back, and see where it brings me. What was the topic today? Oh, nah, not too much. I was just talking, good morning, Maximus, that it's very cold outside. It's been very cold here in Kokong, Cambodia, where I wish I would have brought like a thin jacket and some sweatpants. I'm out there shivering. I like to usually stand on the front porch with a cup of coffee, but I'm like, man, I was gonna have to I do have the two like long sleeve shirts on to a charity fight. The guy would never do that. It wouldn't even be worth your guys' money. It wouldn't even last. It wouldn't even be around. Play with them. I'm telling you. It's snowing in Siem Reap. Yeah, probably. It's so freaking cold here. And there's I did hear a rooster finally. But, there's a little bit of a breeze, but man, it is flipping cold. It's got to be like, I want to say high 60s. I could check the weather what it says, but with the air, maybe me being on the third floor here, it is. I'm shivering. I don't know. I did come off of a cold. But no, I already know. Guy said Ricky, but my point is I'm not going to waste this whole live stream on that Ricky guy. Is it depends which person you're talking to, and then I was sticking up for a guy called Mark Thornton. He was talking about this guy. His wife's grieving, and the guy passed away, and he said some nasty stuff. And I mean, that's where I kind of go, man. You can talk about me, and I know it is about getting money, but whatever. The trolls ref and they'll go to the Dubliner. They can. He can take it. He's a hard working. He worked hard. Matt, the guy that I had on, he's going to have a good story. Ireland's not like America. Everything's all peaches and cream. That guy worked. He worked hard to save money so he could come over and start a family. And he's been there, on and off in the Philippines. I'll let him tell the story, but he's been there consistent right now, going on pretty close to 5 years. Yeah, I went yesterday looking at the laptops in this town. The lady said she could order the one I want. I'm probably just going to wait till I go to Siem Reap here in a few more days and buy one there. It's a bigger town. Frank B and Ricky are mates. Yeah, I don't know who Frank B. And I don't. How does the Dubliner support himself living in Southeast Asia? He's got to be on the same type of level. He is not on government assistance. I assure you that. His wife is a school teacher. So if any of you guys know, if you ever dated and you were in the Philippines, school teachers can make some pretty good money. And odds and ends, but he's on no government assistance. He saved, budgeted. I'm going to let I'm going to let him tell his story. But it's a little bit of a sneak peek. He's got, he makes money. He's not on government assistance, Not like some people, like Ricky Drama has probably got to check online, go check his food stamps or whatever, Must suck too when you got no internet. You still pumping weights? Yep. Colin. It's snowing in Siem Reap. Yeah, it probably is. It's cold here. Yeah, I lift every day, even though I've been sick. Light workout, long walk. Like I said, I did a pretty good light workout. Actually, I just trained shoulders yesterday and then walked all the way up to the grocery store. Of course, they didn't have no chicken breast. So I got this white fish that actually tastes like chicken. Walked back, showered, and then I went out looking for a computer. So I kept on walking, probably a good hour and a half walk. Come around here, lay around. Chantu, like I said, is on 10-hour days. So they have free food there where you can eat. So the morning time, she'll get there early, sit at the cafeteria, eat. Then she goes to work. They do have a lunch. I just know if she leaves at 6 in the morning, she leaves at 6 in the morning. She doesn't get home till 7 o'clock at night. So that's 13 total hours, I believe. I could be off, but I'm pretty sure it's 13 hours. 6 to 6 would be 12, so 6 to 7. Yeah, 13 hours she's gone, 6 days a week. Ace, bachelor, I don't know. You're 54 years old, but you can still work. How can you work if you are unless you consider YouTube work? Well, I'm still, if you guys I don't know how long you've been following the channel. Well, my plan is because I come from Michigan and I got the rheumatoid arthritis. And last year was my first year back because I went to the Philippines. I was there 15 months, so I skipped, I think it was 2 winters the way I arrived. I was having problems with my hands. They just wouldn't warm up. And the 2 hours in the morning, every morning was just ridiculous. Not my feet, not my body. My plan is to stay in Southeast Asia in the winters. Then I'll go back to United States in the springtime and I can work. You know, I can go buy an old house, flip it, fix it up, sell it. I got buddies that are builders, can pick up a lot, build a spec house, put a crew together, or do what I'm doing now. I actually I went and worked for somebody for the first time, Pro Carpentry. Great guys. I'll put out a little word for everybody from Pro Carpentry. I miss you, but I don't miss the winters. You know, I did now it's maybe 34 years now. I paid my dues. You know, the sloppy, you know, it can snow, you get the ice. But I do miss working, but I don't miss working in the cold. And some of you could say, hey, you could go another state. It's not easy to just, I'm not going to pack up and go to another state to work when I could just work 6 months. 6 months out of the year, 7 months, whatever, or stay over here. But I definitely, if I'm going to stay over here, I need to find something to do. I got a couple options. Are you escape to the Philippines? Are you staying in Cambodia permanently? Not at the moment because I got the wrong visa. I'll be here 2 more weeks. Then I have to go over I'm going to go over to Laos. I'm going to try Laos out. Then I'll come back here in January. Then I'll probably stay till the springtime because I want to go back and work. I need to stay a little more busier. But that's the plan right now. Or come back to Cambodia for a little bit and then visit Vietnam. But like I said, for a little while there, I'm not interested in Thailand because Thailand, you know, people have been traveling to Thailand for years. They're the #1 tourist country, I believe, in Southeast Asia. And then next is Cambodia, I believe, or Vietnam, and then Cambodia. The Philippines is, you know, back 2023, I think the Philippines had, let's round it to 8 million visitors. And now they're down to only like 2 million. What does that tell you about the Philippines and the corruption and all the bullshit that's going on? A lot of people are leaving. There's too many. Cambodia is just building up. The people, there's a big difference between the Philippines and Cambodia. But yeah, I don't know. I change my mind constantly. Yeah, I got some. I actually got some better glasses. I had them made. They're bigger. I got to go pick those up. Did you see the video? Him telling me to come to Thailand? No. But you know, wasn't he come to Cambodia? He's all talk. You guys, ripple effect. And somebody just sent $5. Thank you. Trolls on Dexel's channel were saying that wasn't your apartment because you won't be allowed to rent with only a tourist visa. Daz Fez, thank you. Listen, that apartment you can't rent. Oh, here, you got to remember, Dexel, she's a Filipina. That's why I said the notorious Doubler is going to come out with some videos. He's already got a pretty good one that talks about how the Filipinas are. Dexel's a flat out liar. She lies. You know, the Dexel I met is the one you'll see sometimes. So innocent, so sweet. She's fucking liar. A liar, you guys. Just lying. I seen a clip because Chantu will watch the video. She likes it. She just kind of, you know, they're a different culture. Buddhists don't get jealous, and said that I was going to send somebody over there to hurt them. I love the kids. I got the kids on my arm. I still got my ex-wife on my arm. I mean, on the ring finger, Dexel. They lie. They're just brought up that way. They lie to each other. I don't know where she comes up with some of this stuff. Because like I said, she can be really good, and then all of a sudden she's just, goofy. Telling her that I was going to have my buddy Jim, who she knew, that's a lot younger than me, that his mother, I met him. His mother has a house there in Tyassen, but he moved. He bought a condo. He bought a condo and away from the family. He was going to come, but I didn't even ask him yet because I already knew Dexel. I said, Dexel, I'm going to send James over, pack up some of my stuff, and then he'll grab it, then he'll ship it to America because I can send him money. And she just blew up and, nobody's coming on this property. Of course, because it's not my house, but that's the truth. It's a shame it had to turn out that way. But as far as you can't rent an apartment, I'll do a video. Yes, you can. You could be on a tourist visa, just like they did. They checked my passport and they checked my little thing. But this apartment, I'm on it, but it's in Shantu's name. But it could have went in my name, but I could have only rented it for 2 months. But you could, if they know you're coming back, they'll let you rent it for a year. Like if you say, okay, I just got the tourist visa, I extend one time, so I'm here 60 days. I have to leave, but then you can come back. You can come back on a different visa and stay longer. Dude, it's Cambodia. They make everything easy. Easy. You can. She was actually, the other day, asked me, hey, if you prepay for the whole year, she'll knock a month off. So I'll only be paying $150 a month for 11 months. But like I said, what does Dexel know? She's not over here. I got receipts. In fact, I should have grabbed, Shantu's actually got them. I'll do a video and post. Like I said, the deposit too was only, you didn't need first and last months. It was just the 150 down, 150 moves you in. I just did pay a bill. I finally got the electricity bill. It was a little higher, but it's okay. Because I run that rice cooker. That rice cooker, when you're running it like 4 times a day, I'll do like a lot of hard-boiled eggs out of there. I'll make, like the rice cooker is kind of like a crock pot. So I can just put a little bit of water in there, spices, throw meat in there, throw pasta noodles, throw the lid on, turn it on. Was like $80. But you know what? I was running the aircon a little bit. I know there for a while I was talking, oh no, I only turned it on for an hour or so. There's times at night I do like it kind of cold. I got it set at a nice, perfect temperature. A lot of times I do have it on, but so like I said, electricity and rent's under $250. Hey, Jim from Australia, Aussie. Cool, nice. Always wanted to go to Australia. I have family over there. Me, X. I'm at work, but yeah, sure. She already, I'ma keep it real, said hi, hello. Kakong has got to get boring after a while, need more action than small, sleepy. No, there is. I'll do. See, the thing is until I get the computer, I can go blog at night, man. There's you got the KTV places, you got the women hanging out. There's the bars. Everybody's partying. They got loud music. So I know on my computer on YouTube they have where they can cut the music out. or down where you don't get a copyright strike. I can go blog one, but maybe I'll just clip it where there's no music and then I'll just talk. Oh man, it's partying if you want. Partying. You know, same thing. You go down some of these streets. I got video coverage. I just didn't put a video together yet. I got somewhere, of course, there's a lot of the massage parlors that got 10 girls hanging out. They're playing cards. Some are drinking, some aren't. But they do have the KTV clubs I seen down the road, the other end, that was very, very busy. I peeked in because there was actually a couple of Americans, or actually guys that spoke English that I had met earlier, and they're like, come on in, but it was just too loud. And then they were in there singing, and no, Kokong's got a lot of, there's, if you want to party, they're partying. Then you got a group of, it's a couple German guys, a guy from, I want to say Switzerland, two other guys. They're all from different areas. The one guy that dates the one girl owns her own little bar, and they got a pool table. They sit out there every night. I could walk there in 5 minutes. They're there they probably start 6, 7 o'clock every night, and they're there till 2, 3, 4, 6 in the morning. There's times when because I'm out walking, they were still out there when the light was coming up drinking beer. But no, Kokong's got it's got its other side, but nothing like Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh's just too much for me. Scorching heat, I rather not me. And here's been great weather. It's just been cold like the last couple mornings, night. Thornton's wife is no longer grieving since she has a new man in her life. Life moves on. She is still young enough to find a new foreigner. Yeah, Maximus, true. But I don't know. I think I watched one of her updates. Unless you know, I don't think she's the type that has another man already. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But I did watch her last video. It was like an update. I thought maybe, I probably didn't watch all of it. Oh, this is funny. I'm spreading the love thick and wide today. Do you feel it? Hey, Jimmy. Hey, bud. Good for her. I don't blame her for that. Yeah, what was your experience with $5 USD ladyboys? In Phnom Penh, I don't know if it's $5. I think on the boulevard, because I had some chase me down, they're cheaper there, probably $10. But I think I know because I did a video in the club. Man, I want to say, it could be anywhere from $20 to $50 USD in Phnom Penh if you're going to bring one from the club. Because remember, I did a video there. I was drinking a beer with a guy, so I had asked. Which fish tastes like chicken? Dude, it's this white fish. It comes frozen. It's a big fillet. Obviously, when it thaws out, it shrinks up a little bit. It's got a lot of water in it. It's a white fish. It tastes really good. Like chicken. It's kind of like a chicken. Yeah. Obviously, chicken's thicker. Chicken breast. Less moisture, where the fish is a little more. I don't know what that word is. Less dense, but it's just a good white fish. There's no smell. There's no and I get a big fillet. I know you guys don't want to hear this. I think it's like $1.25. Have you gone to Phnom Penh? Yeah, I got some videos out. A couple of them might be. I think a couple of them, you gotta be a members only, pay the $2.99 because, I got, clipped on the copyright. So I had to do a members only or I had to get rid of it. The Pensby Chippy is the best chippy in Britain. Okay. I don't know what that is. How do you work? You just drive dirty. You got to remember, I own my own business, and I did have a driver's license. I was on the breathalyzer for a long time. I had my own business, so I had somebody, an employee used to pick me up. And then before I could get over to the Philippines, my business partner lived right down the road, so we were partners, so he would pick me up every day. And then we would train too out of his garage. It's a custom boxing gym. We would box and then we would go to the Brighton Boxing Club, like Saturdays. And it's always worked out. Now where I work now, you got to remember I've been working in Michigan for a long time. Now I work for somebody. I have guys that pick me up because they live right by me. And I pay them, I help them out with gas, whatever, and I get picked up. But it's funny, no, my mom doesn't drive me. My mom can't see. They're not even around. And I was so close, the one job, we're done now. We're waiting for more basements, so they're down further. Sometimes I would just walk. I got this backpack. I was getting my cardio in because I got so sick of waking up in the morning. You do the same thing over and over again. Jump on the elliptical, put your headphones on. I got Fox 2 News on. I just knew I got that backpack so I could put ice in there, pack my lunch, waters, and I would walk. It'd take about almost a half an hour, 25 minutes. So I walk up to work, then I would walk back. And a lot of times they had guys, no, let me drive you. I'm like, no, this is my exercise. Then at lunchtime, they took an hour break. Kroger's was right down the street. I could get there in like 10 minutes. I would go buy jugs of water, then I could keep them on the job site too to have extra water because I could only pack so much of the bottled waters. I do what I have to do, because that's what I did in life. I didn't, I started, because I was actually helping out a buddy for a while when I met Dexel, before COVID started. And then we went to school together. Sorry, I got to get some coffee, you guys. And I started up my business, because you got to remember, I never shut it down. I always had a name. Bainbridge Building, Superb Tech Carpentry, J&J Tech is shut down. But you just basically, if you don't have no work, you have no work. You can go work for somebody. We did what we had to do. Because the economy was, for a while there, was goofed up in the United States. And sorry you guys, I gotta have my coffee. But no, I got rides. When I get back, I will have a driver's license when I get back. I have everything set up. And I have a letter ready to be mailed. So I have somebody that will mail this letter when I say, all right, I'll probably head back to America in a month. I'll send that letter out to the driving review board. And two things will happen. I'll either get my full driver's license because it's been so many years, or they'll put me on that breathalyzer again, the interlock, but at least I can get to working back a little easier. And then if that's the case, I don't know, I got some connections. I might go back in the union, but 687 commercial, because I could get hired. I could be like the head supervisor. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I can handle that, dealing with all the crybabies. So we answered that. They're going to love you in Thailand. Dude, I already have buddies in Thailand, dude. If I went to Thailand, I'd actually do really good because I would go hang out at one of my friends' places and train. I would just train all day, you know, eat healthy and just get in better shape. But right now, Thailand, I've seen Thailand. There's so many videos on it. And there's some great places I heard. I met people here that said, yeah, Thailand's great. There's good food, but you just got to know where to go because it's, you know, Phnom Penh's no different. You go down Street 136 and all the other streets. But I don't think it's as bad as Thailand where the girls are just like grabbing you. Because maybe a lot of times I had a camera. I don't want to be walking down the street and these girls are just grabbing and come on, come on, come on. That shit gets old. That gets old. That's why I do love having a camera. If you put a camera and you're not putting it really on them, they stay the fuck back. I love it. That's one thing you do is if you start getting all these girls, just pull that fucking camera out. Pull your phone out and act like you're a blogger. That's a good way to get rid of them, you know. But it could backfire on you too. You know, I don't know. You know, especially in Thailand, they're used to X-Chan. Why is he so full? Well, first of all, I think I already read that. I had no plans on going to Thailand. If you followed my videos, there was a time a long time ago. So yeah, I'm gonna book a ticket, X-Chan or whatever your fucking name is. I'm gonna fly over to Thailand and go to try to find Big Fat Grandpa. Then what's Big Fat Grandpa gonna do to me? Huh? Come on. What is he gonna do? Fucking stupid. Cambodia's nice. Eventually, all those fucking people that run their mouth will be to Cambodia. Except in Cambodia, it's a little bit more tougher. You know? To get, you know, when you find a real woman, the flame that burns forever, you know, they're going to the countries that are easy where they can live super, super cheap, dirty, and get cheap women for $5. But then you know what happens? What are you going to get? Warts, AIDS, syphilis. Go ahead. But you got to come up with something better than that, X-Chan or whatever the fuck that is. Work in Cambodia, you're right, there is, I do have to leave, but I'd have to get the business. When I come back to Cambodia, there's a business one. I can. They actually hired me. I could do personal training at this other gym, and I already have a few clients. And there actually is a company down the road that's doing like 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. I could do 8 hours a day, 6 days a week in a factory because it's nothing like carpentry. Nothing like carpentry. So, yeah, that's something to think about. If I get the computer, which I will be getting, I just don't want to rush and buy junk because they had the ACER brand, ACER. And then originally they told me a price, and then the mama came over because it was the two daughters. I should have blogged them too. Hot. All of a sudden the price went, the RAM and whatever, like I say, I'm not no computer genius. It didn't sound that good. And then all of a sudden it was like $850. And I said, you know what, I'll wait. Let me go look around. So I went into another shop. They basically had the same stuff, but the lady said she could order me. They had some other different names. I don't know if obviously it was a Chinese one that said it was very good. And that one was like maybe $700. But I want to go to Siem Reap. That's a bigger town. I'll run into a lot of foreigners, lots of foreigners. Because the foreigners that I've met here aren't really into computers. So I can meet younger. And Siem Reap's got a lot of tourists. I guarantee as soon as I get off the bus, they're going to be everywhere. Just like Phnom Penh. I mean, you're in Phnom Penh. I mean, they are everywhere. Young, I've met, 25 years old, 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s. 70-year-old couple riding bikes down there in Phnom Penh in the middle of the traffic. I like this guy here. Well, hang on, if you want to stay busy. Aussie Steve, where 2280. Hey Jim, I'm 77, still working and keep up with the 30-year-old guys. It's all about dedication. Yes, you are, buddy. You're absolutely right. Me too. 54 years old. I'm out there. Now there is the one Mexican kid that can sheet the rough. I mean, fuck, he's half the weight of me. But he'll sheet and then he goes and goofs around and then they sheet. Where I'm, when it comes to all the other stuff, setting the windows, building stairs, I'm quick. I work hard. Yes, and a lot of it, I learned it from my father and these older guys. Your generation, my generation. The generation I learned from is your generation. You guys worked fucking hard. These kids now, they got excuses. Oh, if I get paid more, I will, I'll work harder. See, I had to work hard to get paid more. See, it's opposite now. They want it, they'll never work hard. But yeah, hey, thanks for sharing that. I give you credit. 77 years old. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing, man. Oh, you live in the super gringo. You live in Brazil and write books now. Wow. Thanks again. DZFAZ. $5. Cool. I'll give it, like I said, I buy the kids, I buy them around here candy. It's pretty cool. They all come and give me the fist pump. And they actually started it. I don't ever remember doing the fist pump. They just, I think they started like this, and then now it's this, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I just decided to do a live stream this morning. Thanks again, Ripple Effect. Most lie and just want men for money. Yes, there is, yes. But I'll tell you what, I don't want to miss anybody. Okay, Brazil. Can you work in SC as a personal trainer? Yes, yeah. I used to own a gym. There's a lot you guys don't know. I had a gym, and I had a personal training company on the side, because the economy is real goofy at one time, long time ago. I was 40 years old, so I don't know what year that would be. I'm 54 now. I'll be 55 this May, but started when I was about 39 years old. Prior to that, I went to school. I went to college, back to college. Did a lot of prereq stuff because I was actually gonna, sounds goofy, but they had a 2-year nursing program. I go, well, fuck, I'll get into that because they can work those 12-hour days, and then I can still work as a carpenter. And I was kind of interested in the health and fitness. But instead I went to this, I found a school. Schoolcraft College offered this personal training program, but it was a joke. Every Sunday, 8 hours for I forget, 12 Sundays. And then, you're this personal trainer. But they had a school out there, National Personal Training Institute, which I highly recommend. It was, I went there for 2 years, a lot of hours, as I worked too. I did nights. I went at night and did, I believe it was every Saturday and then every other Sunday too. And then three nights of the week. I think it was I don't know if it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 5 to 10 p.m. And then Saturday was 8 hours. We'd get out in 7 hours. And then every other Sunday I went for a long time. But yeah, there's you could teach online. I did register, but I want to finish. There's a course I started, and I will get that computer by as soon as I get the Sim Reap, where you can make a little bit more money. I don't want to be, but I do like talking. But if you finish this course, you're talking an extra where you can make over 20 something an hour, like 20, I don't know. A few hours a day. I just need something like today, I'll be honest. Look, coffee, a couple more cups of coffee. I'll probably have a bowl of oatmeal, plain, and some egg whites with 2 hard-boiled eggs. Maybe I'll go for a walk. I do got to get a fishing pole because I did a video, you guys, yesterday. Man, they got a lot of tackle shops here. And you can get fishing poles anywhere from one with a reel, a cheap one, $20, up to hundreds of dollars, a couple $100. But I mean, a really, really good one, $60, $70, $80. Maybe I could start fishing a little bit in the morning. But there's a lot of Japanese and Chinese companies here. They will hire, if you speak English, they'll hire you. They're just working a lot of hours. I'm not going to work them kind of hours. If I'm going to do that, I might as well just grit my teeth and go back to America and work in the cold. Or, like I said, I can get my driver's license. Like if I fly back right now, I can send that letter, then fly back in a month. That way my hearing will be within a week in the mail. Go there, and then they usually notify you a couple weeks after, because I've been through this so many times. I could get an inside job. There's, where they make crown mold cabinets. There is other alternatives, I guess. Jim, shout out to you from you. Make me rethink relationships in the Philippines. I made the same mistakes as you. Emphasis guy. Man, I know. And a lot of us. Thanks for sharing that. It's not, we made a mistake. We're human. But it's so, those people naturally lie. Like my wife, I don't even watch her videos, but Chantu does. And I said, you can watch them, I just don't want to hear it. So put the earbuds on. I don't want to hear her fucking lying fucking mouth. They just lie and they believe it. They believe their own lies. And that's why I said, watch my buddy, the Notorious Dubliner. We had the live stream yesterday. We're going to do another one, but it'll be a subject because the guy's got a lot of great information, man. He's over there, boots on the ground. That's a big difference. It took me, I didn't have many trips over there. I would have done a lot of stuff different. If I didn't get locked out in COVID, I bet I wouldn't even have married Dexel. I would have built a small house and then been like, hey, look, at least they got a little bit better house. And I would have ran. I would have. I already know. It was just, I was locked out for so long, and then you get over there and, I'm not mad, but I don't watch the videos because I already know what a bullshitter. She twists everything around, and I mean twists everything around. And I mean, some days I'm like, Daxel, I want to knock on her head. Are you there? Are you there? What the fuck are you talking about? But like I said, when a lot of you guys said shut the money off, because I had to get the piggery going again. I'm the one that got the piggery going. I got, the money. I mean, people think it's so cheap. Now when the sun gets hit and you dish out this, and then there's this lie. Dude, life is good right now. Life is freaking good. You can call me. What kind of guy marries a girl with 4 kids? Man, those kids were so little. They had the best birthday parties, bikes, the smart TVs, computer games, computers, cell phones, anything they fucking wanted, A simp. Ripple effect again, thanks. Hang on, what is going on with this phone? Oh, there we go. Frank, they keep saying this. Frank guy loves you, baby. I don't know who Frank is. Oh, you know what? I think I seen a video. Somebody skipped the link, but he didn't have many views. I don't. Sick Grandpa interview with Dexel is going to be epic. That would be cool. Because you know what? I would actually watch that one because you got two fucking liars. You know what I mean? I would actually, if they did, I would watch that video just to see what they could come up with, Fuck. He should marry Dexel. Fuck, there's a free place. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't care. I didn't have a baby with her. I'm good. Like I said, I pack my bags and get... Well, it was tough to leave there. She would hide my passport on me. You guys. I remember the time when I finally said, and this was before the stepson got hurt. I want to leave, and she's throwing a fit. And she's in there, and she's slamming the freaking door, like this. Bam, bam. And then I try to get in. She's got it all, they're very good with, Dexel's a hard worker, though. I'll give her that. She works her ass off. She knows how to jam stuff in the door, and the kids are there, and I don't want to upset the kids. And I had a video. I posted a video, but she made me, we're trying to work things out. I deleted a lot of videos. Because if you go to my channel and you hit more, there's an area there that'll show like how many views I have. And right now it's only showing a little over 1 million views. And when I go to my real YouTube, where I see, because there was videos that I already got paid, it's more like now 1,700,000 views. So I deleted like 700,000 views of Philippines videos. Or 600,000. I like this guy, Explorer 77 working now. That's how I'm going to be, brother. I'm going nuts right now. But I'm learning, you know what? I've been sick. So I still have this cold, which is fine. It's getting better. I do a lot of walking. I'm going to go look for a fishing pole today. Just enjoy the few weeks I have. And then, like, when I get into Laos, that's going to be different. I'm only going to grab a backpack, and I'm going to backpack it. I'm going to do something different and just kind of go from town to town. If there's a gym, that's great. If there's not, I'll do a lot of walking. I can do push-ups, sit-ups. That's kind of my idea. And then, I'm going to see how long I can last in Asia until springtime. Go from there, Wow, my ex would also hide my passport. See, you guys understand. Like I said, that my buddy Matt, who I had on yesterday, you guys, he's going to have some really good videos. Matt and I have talked for a long, long time. Well over a year. And well over. Well, no, almost like a year, because that's about when I put my YouTube channel out. And man, we all share that same that common bond. Like I said, I get a lot of emails. I need another cup of coffee. I get a lot of emails, where guys are going through the same thing over in the Philippines. There's a lot of bloggers now coming out speaking the truth that in Filipino women, there was a lady, God, I forget her channel name. I subscribed to her, but God, I can't remember. Just how crooked it is over there, corrupt. From just everyone, the women, obviously the politicians. But yeah, hide my passport. Want me to... Oh, you got me going on this one. And then she will say that I hit her if I leave, swear her mom even locked... Dude, this is Mary Joy Mary. Dude, oh my God. The same shit happened to me. Dude, it was terrible feeling. And she's got my wallet. I got no money. And I remember the kids, Paul going, Ma, what's wrong with you? Stop. Daddy, and then I leave, and I had a friend, he's a Filipino guy that owned many businesses. He had a store, he was working on a hardware store, but he had a big store. They sold the roasted chickens, and then another store at the market where they sold pork. And he would give me money. I had to borrow money from him because I don't have my ATM card. I set her up with a bank account with a card that, we share. I never put my name on the bank account, no passport, no money. So I went and borrowed, I think it was like 10,000 peso from him. And I hung out there for a while because I was going to go down to Dumaguete, but if I go down to Dumaguete, I don't got my passport, and so I kind of let Dexel cool off. The worst feeling ever in the world was when she did that and told me, "This isn't your fucking house." And I'm like, wow. And I wasn't drinking yet that day. Because remember, I was the town drunk. Come on. But by the time I left, man, I was drinking every day. By the time Paul got hit, the fucking bullshit. My ex, yeah, I love that. Mary Joy, Mary, 9433. Jim, greetings from the farm here in North Dakota. I hear Fargo. Can you describe the difference in personalities of American women compared to Southeast Asian women? My buddy Matt, who was on, he probably can better, but I'll do the best. Now in the Philippines, man, you got some that are hardworking, affectionate. Maybe more, I can tell you, Asian women are more affectionate. But the Asian women, the ones I've noticed in the Philippines, are very, very jealous. Very jealous, Catholic. And I'm talking where you're sleeping at night, they're going to pick your phone up. They're going to go through your phone. Very affectionate, obviously very easy. Because I see a lot of guys out there, and not to knock anybody that's out of shape, because by the time I left the Philippines, I was a fat fucking mess. 60 pounds heavier than I am now. 60 pounds. Now the Buddhist women, here you got Shantu. Not jealous. Doesn't even question. There's a big difference, but very affectionate, but gives you trust. I can just say, hey, I'm going to go out and blog, and then I just leave, or doesn't ask me when she's working nights, and then she knows I'm here at night, what did you do last night? Because she knows there's these massage places all over. There is and this is the only two countries I can talk about, is the Philippines and Cambodia. The Cambodian women, but it's a little bit different than I hear from Thailand, the Buddhist. Would be that. The Cambodian women aren't jealous. I'm just saying majority, and I've noticed that. Filipinas, 100% jealous. But both, they seem like they could be very affectionate. Obviously don't want to argue. They're not gonna, the Filipino will. The Filipino will, they call it Tampo or whatever, TAMPO or something. Man. But no, I just know very affectionate, very talkative. In the Philippines, you can walk up to anyone. Same here in Cambodia, though. I was kind of shy, nervous, and then now I notice when if I got my camera out, or if I just go up and I start talking, and man, they smile, and then some of them might say not good English, so then I bring out the translator, and then they smile, and then they'll look at, then they have one on their phone, and and then they do speak a little English, they're just shy. But from the Philippines, Cambodia to the Philippines, two different women. And like I said, I get a lot of people I'm in contact that are married to Filipinas. that are dating Filipinas that are going through a lot of issues, trust issues, but not all, but man, a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, Fargo, there was a movie out, I remember there, Fargo, Dakota, I watched. But your food's done in the microwave. Oh man, actually, I got to go down the street here and pick up my food. I don't feel like, I like cooking, but yeah, you can go half-ass or you don't go all the way, or you don't go. Oh, wow. Mary, Joe, Mary. Then she would make me angry and even spit on me and then grab a phone and record my reaction to make me look bad. Yeah, I had, yeah. Wow. You're bringing back, yep. Dexel, yeah, Dexel tried to pull shit like that too, just texting. Trying to get me mad to say something bad so she could screenshot it. Yeah, dude, I've had some, yeah, I don't miss, I don't ever trust my wife. I would never go back to that fucking house. Maybe if something, let's say something did work out, but how's it going to work out? Because Filipinas, they're not going to change. Yep, she used to have the camera, or she'd have the camera already set up, and then I come out, and then I'd be positioned in the right spot, or I remember stuff like that, and they'd be like, I got you recorded. But then I recorded her, you know. Yeah, rent for now, for sure. Over here, a lot of the guys I know that own businesses, they rent, or they met a Cambodian woman that already owned the place. So they just turned it into that business. You know what I mean? They're basically married, but they're not. A lot of guys over here just say they're married. They just been with the Cambodian woman for so long. They're just together. They trust each other. They don't actually get married. At least the guys I've met. And got some good businesses. There's a guy, he's got a pizzeria here. He's Italian. If you come to Kokong, you just look it up, pizzeria, his will come up, and it's really good pizza. The steroid packaging you showed us in your live stream, where the oral kind or injection type, and that's injection. If you guys, but I'm going to have to state this, I'm not a doctor. I've been on TRT, testosterone hormone replacement therapy, for over 20 years. The best way, the creams, I don't even know. The TRT companies probably don't even do the cream anymore because it's a waste. Does it work in the beginning? But the injection, it's such a little teeny needle, an insulin needle. You don't even have to put it in the muscle because you're only doing a wee little bit. People, oh, it's got to go deep in the muscle. I remember when I was buying needles here in Cambodia, the pharmacist goes, you got to go deep in the muscle. And I told her, I just kind of, I didn't say shut up, but I'm like, just give me these. You know what I mean? Go away. Because they don't know. Everything's misinformation. That's what they did back in the day. They thought it was deep. It works its way into the muscle and gets into the bloodstream. It's fine. All TRT clinics are using that little teeny needle. You do not feel it. Nothing. But it's injectable. Definitely going to be a bigger difference if you do the injection. You can shoulder, you can push it here, your hip, your thigh. For some reason, I never did my thigh. I did a long time ago, but it's weird. I don't know. I just can't do my thigh. I probably could now with the little one needle, but it just, I don't know. Maybe I'm ticklish there. I don't know. I've just always here, my hips. But I was on the cream 20 years ago. I started on the cream, and I did see a difference. Energy, I felt something. I go, okay, yeah, and, but then when I got on the injection about 2 weeks later, because it takes time to build up, release, I was like, oh my God, I remember calling the doctor, Allure Medical. 26 in Van Dyke, Washington, Michigan, or Shelby Township there, in Michigan. Allure Medical, they're still there. Dr. Molk. Stephanie, I remember going, she was the under kind of doctor. I go, oh my God, I feel so good. My strength, my energy, my sleep. And she's like, yeah, that's how it should be. But I go, compared to the cream, because I was getting this cream from this company out of Florida. It was just when it wasn't recognized. See, now if you go in and you got low blood or low testosterone, they'll write you a script. You know, because they know the man that got low testosterone, super low, if you get your levels up higher, you're going to live longer. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better. You're going to grow fucking hair too. Holy fuck. I should get this Philips. I got this Philips back shaver. I need to send them a link. I need to do a video. I've been using that thing for years. It's got a long extension. You can reach your back, because nothing's worse when you grow thicker hair and it starts itching, and then you don't got anybody to shave your back. Just do for fun and friends only with these women. Yes. Maybe she isn't jealous because you're not married. You know, I've talked to a lot of, I've met a lot of guys here, older. They've been here for a long time, and they said, no, there is a big difference in culture. There, a couple of them they didn't even bother going to the Philippines because they already knew better. Is, you know, you're dealing with the Philippines, they're Catholic. Over here, they're Buddhist. I see the difference. I can't explain it. And it takes longer here. Here, you got to build up trust. In the Philippines, you could literally meet a woman, go to dinner, go from coffee to, let's say, dinner. Maybe she drinks. You have a couple drinks, and then you're already in bed with her. And then now you're stuck, because how do you get rid of her? So I would never want to go through that in the Philippines. You get set up. I don't know. It's getting goofy over there, you guys. I'm telling you. Listen to me. Look at all these guys that are leaving now. You know, I don't know if you guys watch The Regular Guy. I give him 2 thumbs up. Man, he had me rolling. I think I mentioned this yesterday, though, in the live stream. He was talking about the trikes over there, the trike guys coming up to you. And I just started laughing because he's 6'2". I'm only 6 foot. In some of these areas, they don't have the big trikes. A 6 foot guy ain't going to fit in that trike. And the nerve, them pulling up going, hey, you need trike, you need trike. And I'm like, motherfucker, I can't fit in that fucking thing. You know, even if I do get crammed in there, then I got to get out of it. But he had me cracking up. I watched probably, not the whole, but a good 40, 50 minutes. He had some good talking because he was being honest. He's honest. He tells the truth. Oh, God, I can't. 7630. Jim, what was the name of the guest they basically had? His name's Matt, the Notorious Dubliner. The Notorious Dubliner. And I believe there's a link if you watched the video yesterday. I don't know if I can post on here. If I had my computer, I could. But the Notorious Dubliner. I live in Columbus, Indiana, USA. Yeah, you're right by me. Brighton, Michigan. I've been through Indiana. I actually used to try to travel through Indiana. Then I remember Ohio got kind of boring. I live in Brazil, American. Women think they live Brazilian women. They don't. Too many KFC and Pizza Huts. The super gringo. Well, I know in America right now, a lot of the women, from when I grew up, what I see now, I see there's a lot of women women and men, are obese. They're very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Both men and women. Because you got to remember, everything's supersized now. You know, you go to, they go to McDonald's or Pizza Hut, it's supersized Coca-Cola. You know, that big Coca-Cola is enough sugar. I mean, more than half of it's going to get stored as fat. Your body cannot break it down, unless you're. Now, here's a trick. I guess you could take insulin. Every time you want to eat a supersized meal, take some fast-acting insulin. Then you won't get fat, but you better know what you're doing with insulin or you can kill yourself. Vietnam likes foreigners too. That's what I heard, but I watched this video on God, and I subscribed to his channel. He's been to Cambodia. He's been all over. He's got a video out there. He named the 3 places for foreigners, newbie foreigners, not to go to first. One was that Myanmar, M-A-Y-A-M-A, whatever country. Fuck, the other one was in Indonesia, Bali. Then he said Vietnam, and only Vietnam because, obviously they got great food, it's cheap there. For a newbie, it's just tougher because they don't give two shits about you, the language barrier. So he said, have some travel experience, like Cambodia, come here, it's friendly, the Philippines. But it made sense because Shantu told me, she goes, no Laos, Vietnam. And then I'm like, and then I watched that video and I'm like, no, not Vietnam, because I still don't have enough experience. I'm experienced in the Philippines. Cambodia, I've learned a lot. But Vietnam for me, I think I'm going to wait. I think I'll go into Laos. I've heard, or Thailand. Because Vietnam, it was going to be Laos or Vietnam. So now it's going to be Laos or Thailand. So I might be in Thailand. There, Fred Flintstone. Make me look bad. That was my first wife. I don't know what I mean. I don't mean to make anybody look bad. Norman Child. Hello, buddy. Hello. Vietnam likes foreigners. Like I said, I heard that, but then I watched that guy's video and he said it's just a tougher country. Jim skipped. I might have need thousands. Hang on. Technology became an enemy for men. Yes. Need thousands of lawyers like Ricky did. I got a family of attorneys. I'm not worried. Jim skipped previous my comment. Can anyone else see it? Let me look back. Sorry, Nitro Wheel. Where did I miss? Or re-comment? Oh, right here, Nitro Wheel. Wondering how you ended up in the friend zone with the girl you're living with. Not a good look for Cambodian dating versus the Philippines. Well, like I said, this is YouTube. I got to keep you guys, we started off as friends. Hang on. But there's nothing wrong. We could go and not be friends. Okay, hello, buddy. I'm back. Okay. Make me look bad. I don't know. Technology became an enemy for men. Yes. Need thousands for a lawyer. Jim skipped the previous comment. I just answered that to you. Dexel said you called her several times recently. No. Okay, listen, I'm telling you how fucking they lie. You see this Dexel, this innocent, I'm telling you, good luck. And any of you that are dating a Filipino, you already know they're fucking great liars. They're professional fucking liars. She called me. I had her blocked. And for some reason, when they put the SIMS card in my American phone and it didn't work, it reset. So I had to go through because Dexel was already blocked. Facebook, WhatsApp, Google Meet. Somehow it reset this phone. So I had a message. She tried calling me first. So out of respect, I'm like, how is she supposed to be blocked? But then it made sense. They went to put the SIMs in. My Boost Mobile doesn't have coverage over here. It didn't work. It did something to the phone. I had to reset it. So all the blocked contacts went back to normal. So I did try calling back, but she didn't answer. She sent me a message, a teary-eyed thing. So I mean, and then it just progresses. I already know a Filipina, so now she's she's blocked. So yeah, so I don't get your point. Dexel said, dude, go over there. Go marry one. You can marry her. Where is sick grandpa? I don't know. I don't watch his stuff. I didn't even watch his last video. I could care less. I just posted that video. Somebody else did that video. I just wanted everybody to see how sick grandpa hits somebody from behind. I don't give two shits about that guy, what he talks about me. I pay my own bills. I work hard. I do what I want, and I can back my mouth up. I'm not worried. I can walk with my head held high. I donate. I help out people. That's all that matters. I can hold my head up high. I only got to answer to the man upstairs. Am I perfect? No, but I got a good fucking heart. Philippines crippled with disaster floods. Yeah, it is sad, but yeah, you know what? Crippled with disaster floods, thousands dead, and you got thousands of politicians over there stealing fucking money. People that donate money, those politicians steal their fucking money for those people and families that need it. That's how corrupt the Philippines is. Fucking sick. The Philippines disgusts me. I'm older than you, Jim, and I don't take shit. That's awesome. Me neither. But I haven't been using steroids. I don't use steroids either. You got to remember, when you're under a doctor's care, when you're low, your testosterone could probably be higher than mine now. I guarantee if I will get tested now that my levels drop back down, I made that little goof up back a while ago, my total testosterone levels might only be 800. Then there's more to just total testosterone. There's the free testosterone that has to bind to the androgen receptor. So, I take just a low dose. Creatine every day, 10 grams, 20 grams. Right now I'm on a budget because I can't find it. Well, I got to go to Phnom Penh or Siem Reap. Then they'll have the creatine. So I can only do about 5 grams. But I love this with there was a law, nitro oil, no, Cambodian girls not, wait a minute. Some Cambodian law about foreigners and Cambodians not having, I don't know why it's not coming. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if a foreigner, like how you marry, because everybody I talk to here, basically they say they're married, but they're really not married. Like, I don't know if you can get married. I don't know. I'm not even thinking about that. Oh, Jim, I'm in North Dakota. What is the best food to eat when working out? I'll make it real simple. High protein, low carbohydrates. Okay? High protein fills you up. Then you could even do a little vegetables. But the number one protein is an egg because it's got the complete amino acids. Sorry, I haven't shaved. I've been sick. I'm like, egg is the number one protein. People go, oh no, salmon's got omega-6 and 3. No, egg has a biological value, a BV. Protein is rated by BV, biological value. And then egg comes back as 100, meaning perfect. So I always have two to 4 regular eggs a day, because then you get your complete proteins. And then, turkey, chicken. There's times where I went through 10 dozen eggs in a week. I used to just love making omelets. But if I was doing low, I do like really low carb because eggs, you got to remember, one egg's going to have about 5 grams of fat. And then the cholesterol that's in the egg is good cholesterol, okay? People think, oh, eggs got so much cholesterol, no, dude, it's misinformation. But egg, make sure you eat your eggs. Eat a shitload of eggs. Dude, I used to do egg whites too. Do a couple whole eggs, and then egg whites. I used to separate the eggs, but then I just gave in and buy the egg whites separate. But I'd throw 2 whole eggs in every morning. Then that whole, probably a good 50 grams of protein. They have my oatmeal, white rice. You can even have sourdough bread is very good too. But keep moderation. Maybe 3 small pieces. Thing is with sourdough bread, there's times where I want to throw a little butter on there. Butter's good for you, but moderation. And then I end up eating the whole fucking loaf. Sourdough toasted with a little bit of butter. Oh man, I'm getting hungry right now. Fuck, I don't think they got any sourdough bread over here. But yeah, eggs. I'm doing 750 a test, 750 EQ, 50. My strength is, I bet, buddy. Cool, you're 1 power. But I'll tell you, yeah, 750 test, 750 EQ. I wouldn't care so much about the Dynaball because the EQ, I'd be doing Anavar, but D-ball seemed to make me kind of bloated. But you are on 750 EQ. That keeps the water down. Yeah, I do miss those days. What is it? KUYA1 power. I do miss that, yeah. But I'd probably only be about 500 tests, but 800 EQ for sure. And then I like my Anavar. Anadrol was kind of cool. I know what you're going through. Wow, 230 kilo squat. Cool. How old are you, by the way? Oh yeah, regular guy mentioned that too. Yeah. He was that was a good live stream because I could really relate. Just do trend. Well, you know what? If you watch Dr. Todd Lee, he's actually a couple years older than me. He's an IFBB pro. Go to Dr. Todd Lee if you want to learn about. He's a medical doctor, biochemist, and an IFBB pro, and he has a YouTube channel, Dr. Todd Lee. He says, what is it, 10 milligrams of Tren a day? I'm not messing with it. You wouldn't have any sides. It's beneficial. I don't know. I would never do Tren again. Not even, man. The only thing I would ever do again is test and master on in a little Anavar, but test and master on at my age. Yeah, I only take substance to make me feel good, so only test, EQ, master on, primo, or left. Tren only makes sense if you're competing, cutting. Yes. Yeah, the night sweats. Yeah. But yeah, right now, Dr. Todd Lee, if you go to his channel, Dr. Todd Lee, like I said, I used to train with him at the gym. MD, IFBB pro, biochemist. He swears test and master on, and that's what I ran for like the last couple years. Very little test. If anything, let the master on work. So there were sometimes I was doing, like 50 milligrams, only 50 milligrams of master on a day, real master on. And 100 milligrams of test, man, I felt great. I eat clean. It really worked. Obviously, I'm on no master on now. I'm going to see if, I don't know if you can order that stuff here. You can get testosterone here, good testosterone. If you're a physical trainer, I wouldn't buy your products because you can't be natural and look the way. You need injections. How are you? Super Gringo. You got to remember, I'm under everyone I know. Thousands, hundreds and hundreds, millions of people are on testosterone. If you're low, you're low. You can't, first of all, where you're wrong is injections. It doesn't matter. You can be on peptides. You can be on whatever. If you don't put the work in, you're not going to look the way, lose weight or build muscle. So you're wrong right there. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. See, everybody in America thinks there's this magic. They're talking about this It starts with an R. It's this peptide. I forget the name of it, but it starts with an R. And oh, you take this, you're gonna lose. Yeah, if you take that and you exercise and do an hour of cardio a day, you will see better results. But if you just take it, you're not. The only thing, if you want to lose a bunch of body fat, you'd have to get on Adipex. They give it to bariatric surgery guys, people, women and men that are so fat. It's basically an amphetamine. They take it and it speeds up the metabolism, and they'll put them on them a couple months before they give them that surgery and tie their fucking large or small intestine up. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. And so they can lose a little more weight, 30 to 50 pounds. You'd have to be on amphetamine. That's the only thing that will make you lose weight, besides hard work. Wow, yes, Dexel, exactly like my ex, totally. I saw the live. She said you called 3 times. You sick. I see her cry, and it's just like my ex. Yeah, yeah, buddy, you already know. She's just, she's a bullshitter. I agree, Jim. Thanks. What's Fexel's channel? I don't know. Ask somebody on here. I don't even, I'm not lying. She's changed the name so many times. I don't even watch her. But I had to go the old one to find her new channel. I think it was Dexel and James Adventures TV, but she changed it. So I went to like Dexel, James Adventures TV, and then it came up, sick grandpa employs many Filipino women. He is good for the economy. Yeah, I like that. Sick grandpa employs many Filipino women. It's called nature. I just train. Whatever floats your boat. Like I said, I have rheumatoid arthritis, so what I'm doing is a lot better than being on all that other medicine. I would never, personally, I would never set up a permanent resident on any island. When things go sideways, you have nowhere to go. Yes, I agree. That's why I like here, rent. Yeah. That's why I was going to prepay. But Shantu likes it here. Her job's there. So like I said, this is her apartment. I don't know where me and her are going. Oh, here's my buddy. I'll be doing a live video about the spineless coward. He brought my name into the live video and kept on downgrading Jim. The live will start. Oh, the notorious Dubliner, this guy right here. Oh, man, don't worry about that guy. I don't even think I even read the comment. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy, because, see, I only get the good comments. You got to, like, click and hit the replies. I don't have time to go through all that. Now, if you join my membership videos, it's only $2.99. I think YouTube takes half. I do get back to people there and give you my number, and you can do live, we can talk. My forward, oh man, he's going to be starting 15 minutes, you guys. Oh, I got to cut this live stream. Yes, Retro, R-E-T-R-O, I can't pronounce it. Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about. If you're eating clean, and I know for me, let's say, and I mean clean, it's a cup of rice, a couple chicken breast, and it's as many as I want every 2 to 3 hours. I don't have to add. Maybe I had 6. I had 7 meals a day. A cup of rice, a chicken breast and a half, 2 chicken breasts. Maybe it's a hamburger, 2 hamburger patties. You ain't going to get fat. And then you take that on top of your workout, you're going to see amazing results. But if you're just a fat fucking slob and you don't change your eating and you take that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And it ain't even worth it. Why spend the money? Maybe you lose 1 pound in a month. But if you eat decent and train hard, those are peptides. They're proteins. People think these peptides are, they're drugs. They're fucking proteins. They're healthy for you. Shit, I even like the Sarums, buddy. Mary, Rad 140, actually. You might get a kick out of this. Rad 140, man, that freaking shit worked. I'm talking 20 milligrams pre-workout. That Rad 140 worked really freaking good. But you had to go through a good company. You had to make sure you were getting And there was another serum too I took that was, man, lesser side effects than Anadrol, and God, I think a lot of the places they discontinued it. That freaking worked. And the serums are selective androgen molecule receptors or whatever. I probably said it backwards because I'm brain dead. Trend is bad. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know how some people can handle it. That stuff. I only did it one time and never again. Avocado as well. Wait, so yes, I practice, I strength, definitely, but don't need drugs. That's fine. I don't need drugs either. I go under a doctor's. The doctor prescribes it. Avocado as well is good for fat. Oh yeah, I use avocado oil, eat avocado, coconut oil, olive oil. Just don't cook with olive oil. Some Tai Chi gym I think would be amazing. Yeah, I've been watching Super Gringo. Yeah, I've been watching this guy on that. The Tai Chi seems very interesting. Kaya, something you must be kidding. I use Platinum Biotech. Oh, I've never heard of them. I was using Chemio and Swiss Chems. But I think Swiss Chems is becoming a little bullshit. Jim, you skipped my troll comment. I was asking what side effects may occur if you switch test brands halfway through a cycle. Oh, sorry, man. X-Chan. Well, all testosterone is not made the same. If you go to a TRT clinic, you can have 5 TRT clinics, and they all make their testosterone different. You can go to the pharmaceutical company, okay? Because I've had, when I go to like Walgreens, I will get Pfizer testosterone. Pfizer testosterone is so freaking strong and potent. That is one of the strongest testosterones I have ever taken in my world. That shit works real good. Then I go over to Kroger Pharmacy and I'll get this brand made out of, maybe it's, I forget, out of Iowa, pharmaceutical company. It's still test, but it's not the same as Pfizer test. 200 milligrams of Pfizer test had me freaking, if I took 400, because I could save the bottles up, get it from the pharmacy, save the good shit up, then I can go buy it. I know where to get it. I can order it online and get it from buddies at the gym. You can put some muscle on. Not all tests are the same. I don't get what you mean. If you miss a day, you're supposed to do your injection, you don't need more the next day, just fucking restart over. But not all tests are the same. And there's a lot of fake out there. I'm a gay mama's boy. Thank you. As a drawwide guy, we loved Bainbridge jobs, always square and level. Maybe. I do. I try my best. I'm not perfect. I mean, Michigan, but I did have some good guys. I'm a physical trainer. All steroids have the same effect, except some have greater antibiotic potency. Yes. Yes. Yeah, but when you're talking about DECA, a lot of guys, they don't even run DECA anymore. They'll run EQ. EQ has the same effect, but with EQ, you're not going to get gynecomastia, the bitch tits. DECA, you're guaranteed to get it. Guaranteed. If 10 guys do DECA, 9 of you are going to get a gyno. And EQ works even better. I mean, there's a little more water retention with the DECA, but don't even use it. Go to Dr. Todd Lee. He's got a great Dr. Todd Lee. He's starting now. Hey, you guys, I got to cut this short. I want to watch my buddy here. The Notorious Dubliner. He's starting right now. I will read all these comments, you guys, and I'll get back to you. And if you need to get a hold of me, get a membership. What, $2.99? Buys a cup of coffee? Well, not even, because YouTube takes half. And give you my direct phone number, whatever. Hey, thanks again. Thanks for all the likes, listening. Like I say, I learn a lot from you guys. Watch the Notorious Dubliner. I want to see what he has to say. He's over there in the Philippines. All right, I love all you guys, all you fans.